Washington, D.C. is currently on high alert, preparing for an unprecedented series of significant events. Among these are the electoral count on January 6, the state funeral of former President Jimmy Carter from January 4 to 11, with major events on January 9, and Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20. Additionally, a large victory rally for Trump is scheduled for January 19, a day before the inauguration, which has raised security concerns. Secret Service officials, including William Matt Mull, have stated that the number of events and required security has never been seen before. The upcoming events are designated as special security events for the first time, unlocking federal resources and funds. D.C. police, supported by 4,000 officers and 500 National Guard troops, are on duty, preparing for expected protests, such as the People's March on January 18, an anti-Trump protest on Inauguration Day, and the March for Life on January 24. Police Chief Pamalo Smith emphasized the importance of protecting the right to peacefully protest but warned that any violence or destruction of property will not be tolerated. Amid this intense security, Dan Bongino, a former Secret Service agent, raised concerns about the preparedness of the agency for the inauguration, suggesting that they might be lying to the incoming transition team about the security risks. Bongino, who served under Presidents Bush and Obama, further warned of a potential attack on key dates such as January 9, 19, and 20, suggesting that someone wants to prevent Trump from taking office. In addition to the growing concerns, there are reports of possible nuclear threats related to drones spotted near New York and New Jersey, with some speculating that they could be linked to missing nuclear weapons. These suspicions have been widely discussed in various media outlets, drawing attention from figures such as Joe Rogan. As these critical events draw closer, there are fears about disruptions to the peaceful transfer of power. Many are worried that third-party actors, not necessarily tied to political parties, may attempt to undermine the process. Amid these tensions, some believe that the current political climate is increasingly shaped by a divide between globalists and nationalists, with the future of American governance hanging in the balance. One notable perspective raised the question of why Trump would trust an outdoor ceremony under the control of the same security agencies, like the Secret Service and FBI, that have allegedly tried to undermine him in the past. Many pointed out the decline in trust towards these agencies, emphasizing that they had failed numerous times in the past, which made the risk of relying on them for such a significant event concerning. A prominent point of concern was the possibility of a major attack on the day of the inauguration, which could be blamed on foreign powers like Russia or Iran. The fear was that such an incident could plunge America into a state of chaos, something that certain globalist factions might secretly desire in order to ignite a war. This sentiment was reinforced by growing alarm about the number of foreign nationals crossing into the U.S. illegally, with reports of millions of people, including potential terrorists, slipping through the open borders. The threats don't just come from foreign fighters. There are increasing worries about undetectable bombs and other tactics used by terrorist groups, posing a greater danger to the public. In light of these challenges, the conversation also delved into the broader issue of the U.S.'s foreign policy and military-industrial complex. The desire for war seemed to be fueled by powerful interests that profit from military conflict, with some arguing that Trump's anti-war stance had made him a target. The importance of security at the inauguration, therefore, wasn't just a matter of tradition but of survival, with some advocating for extra precautions to protect Trump, possibly even involving private military contractors to bolster security. These concerns are not limited to the political elites but have started affecting everyday citizens as well. A debate between two young people, who discussed whether to attend the inauguration based on fear or faith, symbolized the larger divide in the country. While one believed in the power of preparation and faith in God to overcome potential danger, the other was more cautious, advocating for avoiding risks altogether. Given the rising threats and the uncertainty surrounding the future of the U.S. political landscape, it is clear that there is much at stake. The protection of our democratic institutions, the safety of our leaders, and the integrity of the nation's security are critical points of concern as we move forward. What do you think about the security measures being put in place for the inauguration and the potential dangers surrounding these events? I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below.